I'm sorry, but I kind of just want to understand.
What transpired?
Yeah.
Okay, so what basically happened is because our foundation, what broke our marriage is our foundation was rocky. Our foundation was bad, really, because he was trying to protect us initially. Okay, so I'm talking about something I've never really spoken about in public.
Yeah.
So when we met, there was somebody that was pregnant, right? And he never got the courage to tell me that somebody was expecting his child. And we met and everything moved pretty fast because obviously there's this thing on the side. And he proposed. And because before the big wedding in the desert, before the lavish wedding, I don't regret that. I had the time of my life.
I have to put a disclaimer, I was there.
Okay.
I was there. So.
I had a blast. But before that time, we were already married basically by magistrate.
Okay.
So now, just a week before the magistrate date, he told me he had something to tell me and that I was pregnant. And I didn't take it well. Because I was like, whoa, for 9 months, somebody was pregnant, you didn't tell me? Wow. So the foundation was broken then. And I'm being very open about it.
Okay.
I lost my trust, basically. But I went through it because, parents intervene, and, like, black parents as well. So I was like, you know what? Anyways, a woman has got to stand with this man anyway, regardless of his mistakes. He's human. So I thought I could take it then, and then, fine, we went ahead with it, but the foundation was broken then already. I became paranoid. I thought every woman who texts, or every woman who's texting is pregnant also with another child, or he's having a certain, extramarital affair already. So it shaked our marriage. So, and then apparently now, according to him, he tried to fix it, but by taking us to Bushiri. Everybody also knows about that.
Yeah, which was public. It was public as well.
Yeah, which I didn't know about, and then so that also didn't work. Knowing who Bushiri is, he's an entrepreneur, so it obviously didn't work.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how things basically fell apart, because things were just not working. And it's not because I'm Goofy, guys. Goofy's got nothing to do. People was just in the wrong place
at the wrong time.
Or at the right place. Maybe I needed her also to to escape from this whole thing. But Goofy's got nothing to do with this.
But there were many stories around that. That, for example, that you were out of the country for about 3 months. And
not even 3 months. I was out of the country for 5 months.
For 5 months.
Because
and during that period, there was each stories about the fact that you had sort of cleaned out the account and you sort of deserted your marital home and you left.
There were a lot of stories.
Yeah.
There were a lot of stories. Some stories I haven't even heard yet, but I can tell you there were a lot of stories. And I was only out of the country for 5 days. And that was just my message to tell him, you know what? I had it. I didn't, I just wanted to get a break from everything. And then my nanny calls me, she tells me, hey, there's a movie here. And my daughter was still there. So I had to come back to save her, basically to get my daughter out of the house, because there's another woman in the house. It's a long story. But if we have time, I can go into all of it.
We have got time. So you heard about the other woman that's in your house, and you decided to come.
And she came in, apparently she came in because my ex-husband started calling people around, asking them, where's my wife at? And maybe Goofy was a friend to him, or there was something already, and everybody started to come to the house to console him, as in the wife ran away. So basically that time she came into the picture, and then I was still in the UK, and I had arranged for my daughter to be taken to my mom back to soccer. But he didn't want that. He hung on to the child. It's like nobody's gonna take my daughter or whatnot. So I had to come back because another woman is in the house with a child. So I had to come back to rescue my child. And also, I came back because I needed evidence. Because I was always saying, no, he's not being faithful. What proof do you have? Do you have evidence? So I came in discreetly to sort of find her there so I can get my evidence for it. That was the plan.
But was she in a relationship with him? Or was she simply just staying there?
Oh, I can't answer that. Is it like a relationship? I don't know. Or maybe the relationship started after this whole facade or whatever. I don't know. So, but it turns out they were in a relationship.
Okay, so when this happened, did you stay at the house or did you move out?
I moved out.
You moved out. But
Because
when you had left, why did you leave at the time? Like,
I was fed up.
you were fed up.
I was fed up. I had, look, the thing is with the black men is they expect young wives to understand what they put women through that have been married for 30 years. Look, if you're married to an old Konyama lady who is just worried about her kids and cooking and, you know, her epatare and whatever, it's, you know, it's understandable because, you know, the priorities are different. But as a young, I was only 24 and I just wanted to be married to my man, and like, maybe I looked at marriage different, you know? So maybe it's also an age thing. Then maybe men expect you to be sort of tolerant to what they put women through now. But that crap gives you stress. You are cheating with women either the same age as myself or even a bit older because you're 24, you're married. Fine, you have a certain level of maturity, but you don't want to go through that. You don't want to experience that. So I was like getting calls, girls at Hilton, girls at what. And then we came back from Bushiri. Apparently we were now delivered. It was his idea, him and his family member. And then we come back 1 week later, and then he spotted at places at Kubata. He spotted it wherever with other women. So that just became too much for me. And I went to bed one day and I was like, Sonia, is this the life you want to live? Is this really what you're gonna put yourself through? Because nobody understands what you go through. Nobody goes to bed with you, you know. So I was just like, no, I had enough. And one day it took me literally 10 minutes to pack my bags and leave. It took me 10 minutes. I packed. I didn't even care about materials. I didn't care. I just wanted a peace of mind. I wanted to get away. I wanted to find myself again.
And then you went where?
I went to London.
So you went to London?
Yes, because number one, London does not require visa. And South Africa was too close. I was like, if I go to SA,